Good morning, everyone. I'm Yang, and I'm from the BioNLP lab of the Huazhong Agricultural University. And here I want to introduce my project, which names Intelligent Resource Linking. Just like I have mentioned before, there are so many data resources here for rice and wheat, and I have did some research on the resources. For rice, we have RGI over the base, rice outome, RTO, and for wheat, we have wheatomics, TGT, with trait ontology. And we know example plants is a general plant database for many different kinds of plants, including rice and wheat. And all of the data resources, they have their different focus. For example, the RGI is especially for rice gene. It has information of the rice, like what's the type of the rice, and for each gene they have their accessions and their assemble information. And the rice algorithm, just as Javid mentioned before, is a work of our own team, and it collects the information from the text data, and it can generate the relations between the genes and the expression changes from the text data. And RGO is a data resource that describes the ontology of the rice. These are the different data types I collected from those databases. And we can know that there are different omics data scattered in different data resources. Like the gene information will include maybe gene ID, gene symbols, allele gene alterations, gene ontology, their functions, their orthology and homology genes. And for protein, we have the protein properties and the protein sequences and other information. For phenotype and trait information, we will have trait descriptions, trait ontology, and the ancestors of each terms. And for reference and publications, which is our rice outline focused on, is we have that related publications and related sentences and what the entities and the relations are from. For sequence and structure information, which is mainly focused on some sequence data of the omics data, we can have the chromosome number, transcript, exon CDS regions, especially for transcripts and exon CDS. They're mainly the sequences data to describe the genes and the transcript of the genes. And what can we do with that different databases with the help of LLM? I think there is a way to use LLM to integrate the different resources. If we want to select the information of a gene, we may do some researches in different databases, and with the help of LLM and RAG, we can search in a more user-friendly platform, which can provide you with more comprehensive information of your interested gene or interested sequences. Just like there is a strategy with LLM plus RAG. For LLM, it can better understand the semantic of the text, and with the help of LLM, we can also handle the user queries in a more friendly way. Also, it can generate the explanations to the users. And with RAG, we can use our self-built data resources to build a prompt for the LLM to get better answers for the users. It can help to provide domain related answers, and we can do some database linkage so that we can have more comprehensive information. and we can have some new techniques to better the answer retrieving process. And also we can update the data just with our own work. We don't need to wait until the LLM update itself. So this LLM plus RAG strategy can improve the accuracy of the answers from general LLM, and we can enhance our completeness. The main task of my project, the first step is to construct a multi-omics data from the different resources. And now, as for my experiences, that may be a most important part of my project. Although I have did a lot of researches on the databases, and I can see now they have different format, and they have different standards to construct their databases, and they have different types of their data. So currently, if I want to integrate multi-omics strain data and to do some standardization and unifications of different data types, I need to do lots of service on the what the databases include in their own resources. And I'm struggling to find a proper way to integrate those different data from different resources. And this, the next step is to integrate RAG with LLM. That may include the 4 steps listed on my slide. The first one is to embed the data, and the next one is to save them in the vector databases. In my project, I have chosen Chroma because it's open source, and I can configure it easily in my own desktop, and I can do some. Next step, I need to do some to set up my search engine for the system to make the search process more quick and more efficient. Last step, I need to use the data which I retrieved from my resources to build prompts for the LLM to generate these answers. And the answers with the resources as a reference will be more accurate. And as the last step, I need to do the web service to provide more user-friendly service. And this is the pipeline of my project. Just the first part is to generate integrated data resources, and the second way is to build up a search engine, and the last step is to provide the services. And here are some problems remained. The first one is what data resources can be added and accessed to build the integrated resource. And the second step is to improve the integration strategy for the data from different resources, and of which the result will be applicable for storage in vector databases and LLM comprehension. I know for a structured database, LLM is not that will not do well in comprehend the data. And the last step is to design the prompt. Maybe the prompt will help the LLM to understand the structured data. Okay, that's all for my project. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me.